It's story time. It's story time. Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jesse's Storytime Spectacular. This is my first episode of Jesse's Gems. So we're gonna have some fun today. I'm gonna bring you guys two movies that you've never heard of, probably have never seen, and are amazing mindfuck movies. Yes. I'm talking about the kind of movies you watch where you're getting like probably about 20 minutes in, and then you're like, whoa. You're just like, whoa. Oh my God, everything just freaking changed, and this is not the movie I expected it to be. Holy crap, we're going crazy. Like, you just can't stop watching. And then it turns into one more crazier thing after that. And you're just like, whoa, dude, I have to figure this movie out. I gotta know what's going on. Right? So, number one today, my first choice of my gems to bring y'all will be Triangle from 2009, and this one really delivers. It's a British film. Uh, it stars Melissa George, who's fantastic in it, and it's very artsy a little bit, but it's you could follow it as a general audience too. It's not too artsy or over the top, but one thing I really, really stress to people about this movie is that it is going to psychologically fuck you up. So, like, usually I wanted to first recommend, like, something like Donnie Darko and be like, all right, everybody's heard of this, but I love that movie. I'm sorry if that's cliche, but I just have a really, really big thing about that character and the written thing of that movie. I love it. So on to Triangle here, and Melissa George, she plays an amazing character arc in this movie, and obviously we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Like, you know, uh, she just randomly has gotten on this boat with this guy and her friends and these new friends of hers that he's introducing her to, and they randomly sail off on a little day adventure and, you know, end up having some random person on what do they call them? Like radios and stuff on boats and stuff. They basically have like a transmission come in that's like, hey, I need help, you know, and you're like, all right, so obviously they're gonna try to help this person. So they head to where they are and just see if they can help them or whatever. But they end up in a giant storm, and dun dun dun. The storm throws the boat, and all that stuff. I'm not trying to ruin the movie here for you, but I'm trying to just give you a general sense of the beginning and what you're about to expect a little bit, just so you have a taste of this movie a little bit, and then send you into it. Because I don't want to ruin shit, I don't want to fuck with you about it, but what I want to do is basically just kind of get you into this. So, obviously, after the boat's gone, they're all in the water on life preservers. They're also missing a friend. who they seem to believe is alive. Like the whole film, which I do not understand. It's just hilarious because they continually are constantly bringing her up. And girl, she's dead. Just get it. Like, she's dead. All right, girl, just drop it. She's dead. It sucks. You know, it's worse than like, it's worse than even watching those like, you know, downfall videos. All right, but still, we're on this movie. Trust me, it is amazing. And I believe it's from 2009. So basically, they're in life preservers, and then they get out of nowhere, of course, in the mist, suddenly a giant yacht boat appears, and hey, they're thinking, well, because we're so obsessed with finding this stupid girl. I think her name was Heather or something in the movie. I don't know, but it was totally irrelevant. And I don't know why, but I guess they use that as like a springboard to get you to go onto this mystery savior boat that is there after they crashed and their boat is gone. And they're like, uh, let's not die. So obviously they board this boat, and let's just say this boat, this whole that's where this whole thing goes a little crazy. And I'm not going to ruin anything for you. I want you to run into this as a total mystery of like, you know, what? But at the same time, I'm just going to list little hints for you to get into this movie a little bit. All right. So we're talking like really creepy boat. Like, that's one thing I really like about this film. They emphasized a lot of the creep factor of just like the experience of just like randomly getting on this boat. I know I've said like 50 times already in this video, so yes, shoot me. But they make this very, very well done with their set pieces, everything. And what I want to do is give you a few hints. Like I said, I really don't want to ruin more. So, what we're talking is time loops, uh, who done it, whens, I guess you could say, is another funny one. I'm sorry for the pause there, but you're kind of thinking, is this part of this dimension, maybe this time loop? What the heck is going on? So a lot of people are making theories about this by the end of the film, which I'm not going to ruin for you at all. It's amazing. But a lot of what I have to say is pay attention to dialogue and pay attention to imagery. It is amazing how imagery in this movie is so used well. Like, I had to probably watch this movie about 13 times, maybe something like that. I don't know. But I constantly love rewatching this movie because it mind bends me so much. It's such a mind fuck. I love it. It's so cool, dude. Like, yeah, I just cannot get over how much fun I have with this movie. So, again, I'm going to go ahead and put up some info of it here on the screen for you guys. And this is definitely a Jesse's gem. This is a 10 out of 10. I have no issues with this film. I mean, even with my snarky remarks about the stupid Heather thing, come on, it's fantastic. You guys will love it. So Triangle 2009, all the info's up on the screen for y'all. Did some IMDb digging, whatever. Uh, And I hope I've given you some fun imagery hints too, because this movie is really nuts, and it's gonna take any, horror, thriller, drama, sci-fi, any fan like that will absolutely get their mind blown by this movie. I mean, this is, you know, way up there on that, holy crap list. Like, everybody has a different theory about the end. Everybody has a different theory about what's exactly going on. Is this real? You know, the whole thing is pretty nuts. So please, if for whatever reason you feel like you're not into this, like I said, pay the fuck attention, because that's what's going to get you into this. That's what's going to make you like, oh my God, flabbergasted. You know what I mean? Like, all crazy, shot in the face. Like, what? Oh my God. I got to know what happens. Right. All right, guys. So, that's my first gem. I gotta give it to you. It's amazing. I love that film. I even rewatched it a couple times before this just to prepare myself. So we're gonna move on to number two. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna have two for you in this episode. What? Right? Yeah, yeah. But we're gonna have some fun. So here's number two. All right. Just like I took a dump right on your face. Batch. Yeah. Right. Took a dump with that movie in there. So here's another gem hidden deep within the evil Netflix's universe, unfortunately. But this one really stood out. It really, 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 really stood out. But I have to give you a warning on this one. Anybody with mental health issues, you probably are gonna have a rough time with this movie because it's intense. All right. This isn't just like, you know, kind of a whatever movie. It's sad. There's some sadness going on with this movie. There's some craziness. It definitely goes to extreme emotions. And you feel horrible for the character most of the film, but uh, I will happily give you that there is a redeeming ending. So do not worry. It's not just torture the entire thing. Like, pay attention to the plot and you'll pick that up. But basically, this film, Horse Girl, exclusive to Netflix, which was interesting. But so far, I've still only seen it on Netflix. So I guess you're gonna have to only find it from Netflix, or be a pirate or something. I don't know. But it's an intense film. Let's just say it's like a psychological horror slash drama uh, about a woman who randomly kind of falls from grace mentally and starts seeing things that she perceives to not be, she thinks are real, or they're obviously hallucinations of some kind, or maybe like something else is going on. I want you to note that something else is going on. Okay. She's seeing things in her dreams. She feel like she's being visited by things, but she can't really express that yet because she doesn't know what's going on. So, trying not to give a little too much away, but that's sort of where we are at the beginning. Okay. That's a good way to put it. That's where we are at the beginning of the film, and begins that she starts falling from grace mentally, unfortunately. And yes, it's sad. And you're kind of sitting there like, why am I watching this? Why is this being recommended to me? I feel like I'm going to cry my eyes out. This is torturous. She goes to a mental institution. That's not fun. It's really extreme. Not for the faint, but trust me, of all the craziness that you get put through, it's worth it because there is a awesome, awesome redemption in this film. Okay. What if the things she's seen were actually real and everybody else was crazy? And she's actually just, this amazing person and whatnot. I don't know. Maybe that's what you'll get from it. I took away a little positivity from it, but you'll figure it out. But let's just say you're going to have some fun with this one. And there's anybody who loves sci fi films. I apologize for the brightness on my glasses. I'm still trying to get that worked out. That anytime I record during the day, it always just blasts icky brightness at my shit. And I don't know why it does that to my glasses, but don't worry about it. Anyway, this gem, Horse Girl, she loves to ride horses. That's pretty much one of the kind of subplots going on with it, in that she finds peace. And, every time that she goes riding or takes care of this horse that she devotes massive amounts of love and time to, and the thing is beautiful creature. It's just, it's very, very moving, honestly. Uh, you know, geeky moment. What? But this is an amazing character arc kind of film. Lots of weird horror, so you're gonna kind of like take away little subplots going on, and then almost throw them all together. But even though there's things that feel like you make probably don't make sense. They connect to other things that they were trying to point you into. So they're getting your mind drawn to a new idea. They're trying to show you, is this, gonna be what we wanted? Does she figure out what's going on? You want to know. Trust me, you want to know. The second that she's in that hospital and things change on things, and things had been changing when she had been dreaming and kind of freaking out during the day, yeah, there were some bizarre things. And those hallucinations were intense, whether they were hallucinations or not. I don't know, maybe she has some sort of gift. I don't know. I don't want to ruin nothing for you. And no, I don't think that she's like some witch or something. There's no weird, stupid shit like that. All right, it's not shallow. It has a very, 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 very well written plot, and I do have to give it to the actress. She's amazing in this film. Absolutely amazing, and just it's a very moving film. So this one's a little more emotional. I know, like I said with Triangle earlier, yes, there's emotional moments and sadness and craziness and all that, but like this one's very, you know, there's a big drama aspect here. So like, do keep that one in mind for this. Don't want to be watching this one on like a date or something. Nah, this is some, whoa. Like, this is really, really mind bending. And but I had to rewatch a couple times too, just because I was like, oh my God, this, I want to know more. Like, damn. But I gotta tell you, this does have one of the most, just even if I were crying for how bad things have gone for this girl and how much she has endured and dealt with and persevered, she just she kills it. She makes you absolutely connected. You want to see her better. You want to see her get better. You want to. You very much feel in her shoes. You very much feel what's going on, even though there's a mystery going on, obviously, but you feel the intensity of what's going on. You feel there's a lot of good sound use in this one, too, which I'll touch on that a little later with an episode I think I'm gonna do about, picture and sound in film like that. But you can look out for that one later, guys. But this one, we're just doing some gems, Jesse's gems. This is that series. So we're going to keep it that series. And I'm going to do at least two films you've never seen ever for this series. Okay, so keep that in mind. I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, but don't worry about it, whatever. So, check this out, all right? Horse Girl, Netflix, all right? And then my Where to Find for, you know, um, my where to find for basically the other one on here, a triangle, which I don't know why I was unbaked, whatever. For triangle is up on the screen, obviously, even though I'm being goofy and whatever. This is Storytime Spectacular. Sure, I don't care. All right, whatever. It's my show. I do what I want. Triangles up on the screen. Um, uh, there's a lot of places to stream that one, especially for free. So like you don't have to have a paid membership to a bunch of stuff just to see that movie, by the way. So number one, you do not need to pay to see Triangle. That is a wonderful thing. Unfortunately, Netflix held hostage of Horse Girl. That one bites a little bit, but hey, Netflix does deliver every once in a while with a gem. There's a lot of trash on there that I don't really give a shit for, and probably a lot of people agree that it's just not consistent with great content, but eh, I ain't gonna hate. It's whatever. I'll touch on this sort of things later and be snarky bitchy and whatnot. I don't care. Whatever. But even though I'm crazy and whatnot, I gotta give you that we're gonna have a lot of fun with these gems. So if you're into horror movies, sci-fi, really crazy twist and turn kind of movies, mysteries, whodunits, suspense, these are all up your alley. So I want to bring you films that you've never seen before. I really, really want to emphasize that I'm digging around for movies that I really feel like people haven't seen and deserve to be seen. Because I know a lot. I see way too many movies, obviously. So if you love movies, keep checking this series out. Please subscribe, like, whatever. You know what I mean? Keep a check on me, and I'm gonna keep this moving. And this is gonna keep improving too, because I got a whole lot of new graphics and cool stuff coming. And, yeah, and there's a lot of fun stuff in the works. So I'm gonna peace out, guys. But y'all have a great day. I love y'all. It's Storytime Spectacular.